Hello all. Third time's a charm. Hopefully have a little bit of issue with Zoom, so hopefully this is going to work. Hi, Blaine here with Studio Band Pilates. Today is October 29th. Today is a mat roller balance class. As always, please take care of yourself. If you have any injuries or limitations, we'll provide some options and variations that hopefully work for you. If they don't work for you, place them to the side, bring in your own favorite options or variations. And if that doesn't work, take a break, take a stretch, do a different movement, maybe even outside the exercises or family of exercises that I'm offering up. So main goal is to take care of yourself. All right, so I'm gonna get started standing. I'm just gonna adjust my camera a little bit and we'll get going. So you're gonna stand in a functional parallel position with your feet and your legs. Feet are just underneath you, ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, and one upright line. Just drop your arms down very side. You're gonna inhale your shoulders up to the ears and a shoulder shrug. Exhale, slide them down the back of the body. Inhaling the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down. Yeah. Inhaling them up. Exhale, slide them down. One more time. Inhaling them up. Exhale, slide them down. Shoulder rolls. Round the shoulders back, up, round them forward, and back, up, round them forward, and back, up, round them forward. One more time, and back, up, rounding them forward. Now I'm going to keep your arms on. I'm going to swing the arms back, up, and around. The circle size is up to you. Back, up, and around. So whatever works, just circling those arms. Back, up, and around. And then one more time, please. Back, up, and around. Just drop your arms down now. Reverse the shoulder circles. Forward with the shoulders, up to the ears. Roll the shoulders back and down. Shoulders come forward, up and around to the back. Forward, up, back, and around. Forward, up, back, and around. Last one, forward, up, back, and around. Arms stay long. Swing the arms forward, up, back, and around. Forward, up, back, and around. Any side circle for you. Forward, up, back, and around. Forward, up, back, and around. Just drop the arms down to the side. And you're going to keep your feet very much connected to the floor, so you're not going to lift the heels up. This will probably feel small, but you're going to do a knee bend and straighten. So I'm not trying to press my pelvis forward or arch my pelvis back. So I'm just trying to go up and down, let's say an elevator shaft. It's kind of a good metaphor for this. Knees track over the second, third toes the best you can. Feet are very much connected to the floor. One more time. Good. All right. And we're going to move on to some side bending. Usually I'd say place your hand on your hip, and I'm going to leave it down above the side for this series. So I'm also going to keep my hips stable. Sometimes I have you shift your hips. Let's try to keep the hips spread underneath you. Reach the arm, right arm up and over, and side bend. Yeah. And coming right up. And you're going to reach to the other side, side bend. And we're going to add on to this in a second. Reach up and over, side bend. And up, and then side bend. And we're going to add a little half circle. Take a step back. So you're going to reach up and over to one side. Fold forward right at the bottoms of the ribs. Come to the center and then step all the way up. So it's like a half circle. Reach up and over. Fold forward in the ribs. Just upper torso. Come up through the center. We'll add on a little bit. Reach up and over. We'll fold forward in that hips, and then you're going to swing to the other side. Other arm comes to replace that circle, coming right back up. All right, let's go to the left. So the left arm goes up. Again, we fold right at the ribs, come forward. The other arm replaces that circle, comes up and around and coming up. So we continue with that. But now as we reach up and over, as you fold forward, knee bend, swing the arm to the other side. As you arm and torso come up, straighten the legs, yeah? Reach up and over, side bend. As you fold forward slightly, yeah, just in the ribs, bend those knees, swing the arm to the other side, coming right back up. One more time each side, the right arm comes up. Fold forward from the ribs, bend the knees, swing the arm, replace it, coming back, upright. Last one here, reach up and around. If you're getting lost, just do something, right? This might be a little bit much for some, and that's fine. And then coming right back up and dropping the arm down to your side. Just trying to get some motion in the torso, because that will hopefully come up later. All right, so now I am going to have you place your hands on your hips. You're going to find a hip crease here. You're going to keep your head and tail in a long alignment. I'm going to do this slightly profiled diagonally. I'm going to flat back forward, head and tail in a long line, and coming right back up. You may not go down as far as I do, or as flat tabletop as I do. That's fine. Maybe as you fold from the hip, something like this diagonal line, that's fine. That might be enough for you. So you find where your tabletop can go. And you're gonna do that for me one more time. Flat back tabletop. Try not to lift the chin up. So keep the head in line with spine and coming right back up. This shape will come back later in class. So speaking of that, you're gonna take a step back with this right foot. So you're on what I would call the walk, yeah? And then I'm gonna lift this leg up. I'm gonna stand on one leg. I'm gonna hip hinge on that one leg and find my just little tip there. We'll stay on the side 2 more times. Let's find a little tilt, tilt in the hip socket here, coming right back up. One more time. And coming right back up and shake it out. Switch the other side. I'm gonna switch angles just so you can see this. You don't have to switch angles at all. Left leg back on that walk, right? And again, I'm gonna flat back, hinge on that front standing leg, and then coming right back up. 2 more times, hip hinge, and coming up. We'll do one more, and I'll take this roller just in case I find my balance a little questionable today, and I'll just push that roller forward, still find that hip hinge and coming right back up. That can be really helpful. So we'll leave that there. Some of that will come back near the end of class. So from here, I'm gonna set up my mat. Maybe your mat's already set up. I'm gonna adjust my camera angle and we'll get down. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. So you're gonna find your roller lengthwise onto your mat, tailbone and head fully supported. Yeah, and from here, knees bent, feet flat, thigh bones is apart, heels in line with the sits bones. So find your functional parallel position with your feet and your legs, arms down by your side. And then find the center back of the tailbone being connected to that roller. You can also think about center back of the pelvis. Also think about back, bottom two ribs also connect to this roller here. So you're just trying to establish a relative neutral spine, neutral pelvis, nothing too perfect, yeah? Just trying to find a natural curve the best you can. And then do find weight in the center back of the skull, so the chin isn't pointing down towards the chest too much, nor up toward the ceiling. So just trying to create this natural curve to the back of the neck, yeah? And then once you stand strong with those feet, so big toe, pinky toe, heel connection of each foot. Yeah, tripod imagery there of each foot. And then find weight in the hands. And here you're just gonna take a scan. So I'm like the thumb side, pinky side, stand the palm side. One side might feel different than the other. Earlier this week, I felt more pinky on my left hand. Today, I'm feeling more thumb on my left hand. So things can change. Just take a note, right? Find for a moment and see if you can relax your throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders the best you can. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale. I want you to float both arms up toward the ceiling. Leave the palms facing forward. On the exhale, you're gonna send this right arm back behind you. Keep the ribs dropping down. Inhale that arm right back up. Exhale, left arm reaches back, ribs drop. Try to keep the rollers fairly stable. Inhale right back up. Micro movements might happen, that's fine. Exhale, sending that right arm back. Inhale up, and then exhale, left arm reaches back. Inhale up, now pause. On the exhale, both arms reach back. Inhale right back up. Sending both arms back. Inhale right back up. Sending both arms back. Inhale right back up. You might notice your range of motion changes there, it's fine. Sending both arms back. Yeah, and inhale the arms right back up, you'll pause. Both arms can come forward and down to the mat by your side. From here, you can keep your hands and arms down to the mat if that works for you. You want a little extra challenge. Challenge is relative, right? So you can bend at the elbows, float the forearms off the mat, and the elbows can remain connected to the mat. That works for some, maybe not all. So if you feel like your elbows aren't really connected to the mat, place your hands back down. Not all of us have the same length arms to the relationship to this roller, so find what works for you. All right, take a deep inhale and exhale, scoop the belly, draw the right leg to tabletop. So standing strong to that left leg. Inhale to hold it here, exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg close up, standing strong to that right foot. Right in the thighs working. Inhale to hold, exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, right leg close up, standing strong. Inhale to hold, and exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg close up, standing strong. Yeah, inhale to hold. Exhale, place the foot back down. Now take a deep inhale in here, exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop. You're gonna leave the leg there. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. So both legs are up, shift up on the feet, keep the shape of the legs fairly constant. On the exhale, reach the right toe down towards the mat, extension from the thigh. Inhale that leg right back up. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Pause here. Now flex your feet. From here on the exhale, you're going to externally rotate legs. So knees open up the side of the room, like a froggy. Inhale, knees go together, lower legs separate, internal rotation. So we're rotating from our thighs. Exhale, externally rotate the legs. And inhale, internally rotate the legs. Exhale, externally rotate the legs. Inhale, internally rotate the legs. Exhale, externally rotate the legs. Yeah. Inhale, internally rotate the legs. Bring the legs back to your tabletop. Keep the feet flexed. Exhale, extend both legs up to the ceiling. And then bend the legs back to tabletop. As you extend both legs up, you might need to soften behind the knees. That's fine. You just find the straightest leg you can find. Bring the leg back to tabletop. And extend both legs up without too much stress. Hopefully, straight legs, right? Bring the legs back to tabletop and extend both legs up. Back to tabletop. Extend both legs up. Pause and hold there, keeping legs long. Bring the legs back to tabletop. Right foot back down first, followed by the left. Both feet back down. If your arms are up, go ahead and place them down. Now go ahead and interlace your fingers. Place the palms behind the skull. Point the elbows slightly forward. Keep the pelvis relatively neutral and stable. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl looking towards your belly, thighs or knees. Inhale to hold. Exhale, coming right back down. Inhale here, exhale again, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold. Then exhale, coming right back down. Inhale here, exhale again, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold. Then exhale, coming right back down. Inhale here, exhale again, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, yeah. And exhale, coming right back down. Moving on. You'll take a deep inhale here, exhale, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl, pause. Now take a deep inhale, exhale, turn the torso towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left, yeah. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left. Inhale, center, pause here. Exhale, round up 1 more inch, and then coming all the way back down. Now, normally I do another abdominal here. I'm going to do this later on after we get off the roller. So from here, release your hands and just flip the arms up toward the ceiling. We're going to go right to our balance, right? So remember, you're going to always find like a heel lift or a toe tap. With bringing the entire leg up is too much for you. So take a deep inhale here. Exhale, right leg floats up to a tabletop. And then you can do a toe tap down. Maybe just lift that heel up instead, right? And then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale here, exhale, left leg floats up. Yeah. And then place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, right leg floats up. Now you can keep it there, or can you send that right leg forward and bring it back, and then place the foot back down. And then left leg can float up, maybe. And then can you extend it forward, bring it right back in, and then place the foot back down. Yeah. You can stick with any of those variations, but if you're ready, right leg's gonna float up to tabletop. Now, can you send that right leg forward, both arms back, come right back in, place the right foot back in. Left leg floats up. So you can stay there or just move the leg only, or can you send leg forward, arms reach back, bring everything back in, and then place the foot back down. Both arms come forward and down onto the mat, yeah? From here, take a deep inhale and exhale. I want you to sink the belly, tilt the beautiful, and input the lower back towards the roller any amount. You may or may not connect to the roller with your lower back. That's fine. You're just trying to find a curl. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral position. Inhale in here, exhale, scoop the belly, tilt the pupil, and find your curl, imprint and sensation. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, and input the lower back any amount. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Now, inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, and lower back, knee out, pause. Engage your glutes and start to peel the tailbone away from the mat and start to float yourself up, from the roller, float yourself up to a bridge. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. So it's gonna feel kind of small. Yeah, inhale in here, exhale, scoop, curl, float yourself up, because your pelvis and spine don't have to come up as far as where your feet are. Usually that's where we start our bridges, right? The entire back onto the mat. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. So just a little bit different. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, float yourself up onto bridge. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down, finding in that neutral. Now, from here, just rock back and forth, and the roller head goes one way, hips go the other way. Just getting a little rock and roll here. So you can keep your feet and arms fairly narrow, or you can open up your arms and feet a little bit, getting a little bit more back surface area of the body. If you want the biggest back surface area of the body, lift one arm, one leg up the way that you're looking towards. Yeah, and you'll get more shoulder blade, edges of the shoulder blade, side of the booty or glute. Yeah. So you're gonna find the size that works for you. Yeah. Remember, you're taking care of yourself. You are in control. Right. Coming back to that center line, you're gonna roll up to one side of the roller, coming right back down. All right. So you're gonna go right into this. I'm gonna take this roller, I'm gonna place it perpendicular to you, and it's gonna be behind you. And you're gonna place the roller right at the tips of the shoulder blades, maybe a little bit higher. You can find your comfort here. You do want your torso up. This doesn't always feel great for some. So if it doesn't feel good for you, just do the same thing on the mat. You just won't be able to lean back as far, yeah? Keeping your feet flat. There's gonna be a tuck here at the pelvis. Interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull. We'll go right into this. So you're gonna twist to the right, lean back over your roller. When you're back over your roller, find center and then twist to the left and then roll up that left side, come back to the center. Now twist to the left, lean back with the roller, find yourself in the center, twist to the right, rolling up, and center. We got this one more time each side. Twist, lean back, roll all the way over to that left side, roll up and center, and then twist to the left, lean back, roll all the way over to that right side, and then coming up and center. Now, when you do this, you're just gonna take little circles here in one direction. So you're gonna make this a little bit smaller. You don't wanna go too big here for me. Nothing wrong with going too big, it's just a different exercise. Come back to the center, and let's go ahead and reverse. So I'm taking this fairly small. The roller can feel kind of intense, so you can also just stitch the roller and do this on the mat itself. Come back to the center, pause. Let's lean back over the roller if you still have it to open up that chest, and then coming all the way back up. Good, and then work yourself off that roller. Let's place the roller to the side for a moment and just hug the knees into your chest. Yeah, and then feet flat, knees bent, find your roller again, something more familiar here. So hands to the outside of the roller, both the arms up toward the ceiling, back is imprinted, right knee falls into the chest, followed up with the left knee. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Keep the right knee there, send the left leg out long. Inhale in here, and then switch sides. Inhale, and switch to the sides. Exhale, and exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, and in. Exhale, exhale, and in. Really stretch the leg. Exhale, exhale, legs in parallel. Exhale, exhale, both knees in. Roll yourself down, look right, look left. And then do another abdominal series with the roller. And I'm addition, we'll change that abdominal series to be the companion piece of what we just did. All right. So flip the arms up toward the ceiling, right knee in the chest, follow up with the left knee. Deep inhale in here, exhale, gonna round yourself up, abdominal curl. Keep the right knee there, send the left leg that long, take the left armpit, draw towards right knee, from the spiral here. Inhale in here, gonna switch sides, right armpit towards left knee, inhale, switching sides, exhale, and exhale. In, exhale, exhale. In, exhale, exhale, and in, exhale, exhale, switch sides once, hold here for the inhale, hold for the exhale, hold for the inhale, hold for the exhale, switch sides. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, switch, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, exhale, switch, inhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hug the knees in, roll yourself down. All right, place the roller to the side. I'm gonna do this slightly at an angle here, so I'm not gonna be totally profile. So find the knees into the chest, hands on top of the legs. Maybe make this a little deeper, steeper diagonal, right? And then I'm gonna release my legs to a tabletop, keeping the back imprinted. Interlacing your fingers, place the palms behind the skull. Here we go. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, gonna nod the head around the spine up, abdominal curl. Then you're gonna inhale to round down. And again, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale to round down. Now, as you exhale, round up, abdominal curl, extend the legs toward the ceiling. Inhale to round back down. And again, exhale, round yourself up, extend those legs. Inhale down. Exhale, run up and extend those legs. Pause, release the hands up for your feet. You got 6 pulses up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, place the hands behind the skull. Then you're gonna make those tiny little circles. Don't go all the way down. We only got 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's reverse those circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Release the hands up for the feet. You got 6 pulses up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach. Tuck those knees in. Roll yourself down. Look right, look left. All right. Then you're going to find this roller. You're going to place the roller underneath the triangle of your knee. So we're going to move on to full bridges. You might feel today is not the day for the roller. Ditch it. It's totally fine. Just keep your feet flat on the mat. If you're joining me on the roller, find the roller at the arches of the feet. Right? Arches of the feet on top of the roller. Everyone, whether their feet be on the mat or onto the roller, have the option of keeping your arms down at the mat. Gives you the biggest base of support. Taking some of that base of support away, you can bend the elbow, so just upper arm base of support. You can take the entire arm base support away and flip the arms up to the ceiling. Each has their challenges, so you find what works for you. Your pathway to your bridge is up to you. You can articulate, roll up. You can also flat back up, and you can do rolling down or flat back down. Combination of all that, you find the pathway that works for your body, for your bridge. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, find your bridge, opening up your hips, balancing on your shoulder blades. Inhale at the top, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, scoop, curl, floating yourself up, find your bridge. Yeah, inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale again, scoop, curl, float yourself up, find your bridge, pressing down to float up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Next one we hold, it's gonna be more of an endurance challenge now. Exhale, scoop, curl, float yourself up. Pulse to hold, you're gonna come down 1 or 2 inches from your pelvis, you're gonna pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, right leg floats up. Tabletop, place the foot gently back down. Left leg floats up. Place the foot gently back down. Hips are level and even. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale it back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale it back down. Exhale, right leg floats. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg floats. Inhale down. Pause, put the hips up higher. Right leg to tabletop, extend the right leg up. Now right leg drops down. The high extending left leg. Flex your foot, point the foot back up. 3 more times. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop, focus back onto your roller, float the hips up higher. Left leg to tabletop, send the left leg up. Left leg drops down as you flex your foot and then point the foot up. It goes down to the high standing right leg. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. You got 2 more times like this. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Last one, flex the foot down, point the foot up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop. Foot goes back down, flip the hips up a little bit higher, come all the way down. Do my favor, lengthen out the legs once. Woo. Pull it back in. All right. Take your right leg, you're gonna take that right ankle, cross it over the left thigh, flex that foot. I can use my right hand to open up that thigh, not the knee, but to the thigh. I'm gonna press down into that left foot, float up to a bridge, can help open this up. I don't have to, I can leave my arms here or arms down at the mat, that works better for me. Coming back down, single leg bridge with figure 4. Exhale, floating yourself up, trying to open up that hip, coming right back down. 2 more times, floating yourself up, open this up, coming back down. 1 more time, floating up. And then coming all the way back down. Uncross the leg, place the foot back down. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. I'm gonna flex the foot. I can use this hand to open. I don't have to, it doesn't work for me. Exhale, float up. Then come down, single leg bridge with figure 4. Floating up. And down. And up. I'm gonna open up that hip. Best as I can for today. Floating up, whatever that is for you. And coming right back down, uncross the leg, foot goes on, lengthen. Ooh, full collapse, internal, external rotation might feel good here. Yeah, find what works. Let's leave the legs long onto the roller. If the roller doesn't work, you can place the feet onto the ground. Flex your feet. You can also have the knees into your chest and roll yourself up. We are gonna find yourself up to a seated position. So if long leg roll up doesn't work for you, find something that does. Reach the arms up, reach the arms back. You can roll to your side when sitting. Bring the arms forward, nod the head, exhale, coming all the way up, hollow over, and then sitting up nice and tall and shake it out. Okay, so we're gonna transition onto the belly here. We'll leave the roller here. This extension today will be a little bit shorter than normal, just for timing. Okay, so sending the forearms on the roller, palms face each other. Legs are long behind you. Yeah. Forehead down into mat. You're going to have your choice of keeping your legs together or separated, parallel or turned out. I go for turned out.
slight separation of my legs. That works best for my body. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, pull that ruler towards you to float the head and upper spine up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale, pull that ruler towards you to float the head and upper spine up. Keep the front bottom ribs connected. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale, pull that roller towards you, float the head and upper spine up. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Last one here. Pull that roller towards you, float the head and upper spine up. And then coming right back down. Next time, you're gonna float up, you're gonna stay there. Hold, lift both legs up, take tiny swimming legs. Now, if the torso being up is too much for you, just bring the torso down. Maybe the roller is too much for you here. You can just place one hand on the floor, other hand over it, cross hands, forehead onto that cross hands like a pillow. Otherwise, just hold this extension and swim the legs. Or keep swimming and breathing. Glutes are tongue. So watch out for bending the knees. I'm trying to move from your thighs the best I can. Yeah. And relax the legs, roll the torso back down. Press yourself into a rest pose, child's pose, toes together, knees apart. Cat pose can also be a great option. Find a release pose that works for you. Then you can take a deep inhale in here, exhale, roll up to the base of the spine, one vertebra at a time. The head's gonna be the last to arrive, so just float down the back. Chin becomes parallel to the ground. We'll work yourself up to standing. All right, so we're gonna do 5 squats. These are the only squats we do today. Normally I do incorporate them through this next variation, but you'll see it'll probably be just enough. So parallel position with the feet and legs, knees track over the second, third toes. You will be having a slight hip hinge. I'm gonna encourage you to keep your gaze forward, arms reach forward. We got 5. You'll take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, gonna slide down and reach that booty back. And then send all the way back up. Find the squat size that works for you. Squatting down and up, that's 2. We got 3, scoop the belly. All the way up. Here's 4, 5, we hold. 8, pulses, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Okay, shake it out. All right, so remember, we did that little hip hinge leg lift. If you feel like your balance is a little bit wonky today, last week my balance was really wonky, maybe the week before, you can use the roller here, and as you lift the leg up, you can push the roller forward. You might find that helpful. You can also use the wall, maybe even a chair in front of you works. Otherwise, I'm gonna encourage us to have our hands on our hips if you're ready to join me. Remember, you can always go back to that same size leg lift hip hinge from the beginning of class. All right, hands on my hips. I'm gonna reach the right leg back. We'll stick to one side before we go to the other. I'm on the walk. Yeah, leg as long as it can be. As I hinge forward, I'm gonna lift this back leg up. Keep the head in line with the spine. I'm gonna find that tabletop that works for me today, trying to keep the hips level to the ground. Then I'm gonna come right back up. So it'll be a little bit not as progressive as Wednesday or Monday. We're gonna keep the leg long. Reach forward. Yeah, and then coming right back up. 2 more times. Reaching forward. And coming back up. Now you can either keep that leg up, maybe don't touch down, and see if you can try that just by still bouncing without touching down. Woo. And coming all the way back up and then place the foot down. Usually when you don't touch down, it's a little bit more challenging. So you can experiment that on this second side. I'm turning to face the other direction so you can see what my left leg is doing. I'm gonna reach the left leg back. I'm gonna find that walk. Keep the leg long, keep the hips pointing down when I lean forward towards the floor. Hands on the hips, lean forward. Try not to lift the chin up. Think about the big toe and coming all the way up. And also find maybe a softness to the standing leg can help you out. Lean forward, lift the leg up. And all the way up. Now maybe put the foot down or not. I'm gonna try to keep my leg floating here. And again, I'm gonna lean forward. And then coming up, I'm gonna try to keep that leg floating. I got one more. Ooh, I got a little off balance, gotta catch myself. Remember, you save yourself and not the exercise. So if you need to tap down the foot, feel free. Coming all the way up and then place the foot down. So I also wanna emphasize that, say, I think on Wednesday or Monday, I had to tap my foot down. It's a strategy. It's a skill that will actually help us for fall prevention and recovery, right? So if we trip,
we got to find strategy. So we want to find that foot down. We want to find something that's going to brace us so that we don't go all the way down. So tapping down is a great skill. Yeah. Many of us get really competitive and like, oh, I got to keep it up, keep that leg up. Again, that's also challenging. It's also a skill. So both skills are important. Okay. I'm going to go to a plank. It's going to be short. It's going to be straight arm full plank with some knee bends. So the knee bends can work with forearm plank, but it doesn't feel quite right for me. If it does for you, you can certainly explore it. So if the straight arm plank doesn't work for you, find a plank that works for you. Find some movement that works for you in a plank. All right. If you're willing to join me, here we go. Find that parallel position of the feet and legs. I'm going to come to the end of my mat, even though I have my mat here. Reach the arms up. I'm going to dive forward. I'm going to bend my knees. Yeah. Maybe, or keep my legs straight. Whatever I need to do, get my hands down on the ground. Walk my hands forward. I'm going to find my plank. Then I'm going to push back in my booty, bend my knees. So almost like I'm going to take a launch, jump forward, and then float forward, shoulders over the wrists. Bend, and coming forward. Bend, coming forward. So that's 3. We'll keep that there. Pike the hips up, find your downward dog. We got another 3 coming up. Float forward to your straight arm plank. Push the booty back, bend the knees. It's like you're gonna launch forward, but smooth control. Bend, booty back, come forward into your plank. And bend. Coming forward, pause, pike the hips up. Come forward to your plank again. One knee down, other knee down, jumping. Find a rest position that works for you. Child's pose, toes together, knees apart. Cat pose if that works. Maybe it's a seated pose, it's fine. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Stretching out the left side of the waist, left side of the ribs, breathe to that side. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands back to center line. Inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands over to left. Opening up the right side of the waist, right side of the ribs, breathe to that side. Walk the hands back to center and find a wider stance of the hands and arms here. Press your hands on the floor. So if you're in child's pose, your booty is going to be encouraged to go towards your heels. In cat pose, lower and upper spine will be encouraged to go towards the ceiling. In a seated pose, you'll rock behind your sits bones a little bit, whether your hands be on the floor or on your thighs. Wherever you're at, deep inhale in here, exhale, walk your hands back towards you and roll yourself all the way up to an upright torso position. So you might be comfortable sitting onto your heels. You might need to come to standing on your knees, it's totally fine. You might need to come to a standing position or a seated position. Find what works. All right, find an upright torso position. Inhale to the sides and backs of the ribs. As you exhale, you sweep the belly, draw the navel up and in. You elongate the spine to the crown of the head to the ceiling. Keep your eyes open and soften the gaze or even close the eyes. Inhale again to the sides and the back. Exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel up and in. Elongate the spine to the crown of the head to the ceiling. Next, inhale, shrug the shoulders up the ears. In a natural, gentle way. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Trying to force them down, just let them come down naturally. Elongate the spine to the crown of the head through the ceiling. Slight scooping of the belly. If you're ready, you're going to come to join me. If you're not over there, onto your knees, curl the toes under. You're going to bring one leg forward. I think I need to bring my right leg forward. You can bring whatever leg forward. I just think I did my left leg yesterday. So hands to the thigh can be helpful. Hands to a wall. Maybe you'll bring a roller for support because we're going to come standing. You can use a chair, or if you're ready, just drop your arms down by your side. Wherever you're at, you're going to send weight into that front foot. As you send weight into that front foot, press down to that foot, stand up, bring the other foot next to it, standing up nice and tall. Shrug the shoulders up the ears. As you exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Find your upright, tall posture. You elongate the spine to the crown of the head to the ceiling. Find that great, comfortable, upright position, but too much tension in the body. Just enough to stay upright. All right, good job, you guys. Good work. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. I'm gonna stop the recording. Excellent.